Yeah, I haven't paid attention to that shit in years. Like, I only see like highlights if something hits YouTube. And I guess that's might be one of the reasons why people are like, was this planned? Because we mean, okay, so he definitely did get slapped, right? He definitely got slapped. But Ryan sent us this chart. You think you can pull up the chart, Andrew, of like Oscar's popularity through the years?
I'll look for it. Yeah, I can find it.
But on this chart, it showed number one, declining popularity and people watching that shit.
Nsima, please don't get any ideas. Don't bitch slap me.
Dog.
Dude, no. I don't want to cry.
You won't cry. One thing I know is that if I ever did that to you, you'll shake it off and you'll go back to wrestling form. Yeah. And then we'll just
I'll have to hit you with a chair or something.
Yeah. And I'll take it.
I'll need some sort of weapon or something. Yeah. And then Andrew can start announcing randomly.
It'll be a fun time.
My God, he split Nsima in half with that chair. This is a heinous crime. What's he doing?
Hey, the way you said that just
yeah, it didn't sound good.
Hit him with the chair. Didn't split him in half. Hit him with the chair. All right. Don't get weird like that.
He cracked him right down the middle.
Andrew, I need you to
I don't know if this is a different one, but it's close enough. Nobody cares.
Yeah, declining.
Honestly, I didn't even know people watched it.
I didn't even know it was on.
That's
Me
what I mean.
neither.
That's what I mean.
Until Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
Yeah, it was nuts. But I was watching it, and everyone makes a big deal about like what this person says, what this person wears, and so we watch it, and we obviously just sit there and talk shit the whole time. You're like, what are these people talking about? Because like a lot of times they get up and they'll give a speech and they'll talk about how much movies meant to them. And Kevin Costner had some sort of weird speech thing that he gave, and no one knew what he was talking about. It's like. And then people are trying to make jokes, but in this climate, in this day and age, it's a little, more difficult to make jokes the way that they used to make jokes. And the comedians and stuff, they're just going for it.
That fucking just.
And Chris Rock talked about Will Smith's wife and
G.I. Jane.
Yeah, he made a reference to because Will Smith's wife shaved her head. I believe she has alopecia, and she, had to shave her head. That way you don't have like little spots of baldness. And so she's sitting in the front row with this giant green dress that not only takes up like where she's sitting, but it takes up where everybody else is sitting. She's got this giant train, and Will Smith is like front and center. So like they're right out in front of everybody. And so Chris Rock, he's making fun of other people in the room, and other comedians that were up previously, they actually referenced Will Smith and made fun of Will Smith and talked trash to him a bit. And they mentioned something about, because like they were, the people that were hosting the show were women, and they were referencing these like handsome men that they had on stage. And they said, we're going to have to give you a COVID check. And she's like, I'm going to do it in an unconventional way. I'm going to do it with my tongue. And then she mentioned like all these other guys that she wanted to do it with. And it's all the most handsome men in the room or whatever. And she's like, and Will, like, we need you to be involved in this too. And don't worry, we already checked with your wife and she's cool with it. So like they referenced his wife, and when Chris Rock did it, it wasn't okay. And he basically made a reference to, her looking like she's prepared for G.I. Jane 2, which G.I. Jane, has Demi Moore, who shaved her head for the role. And it's like a classic women's military movie. And it doesn't seem that insulting to me, but like, I don't know. I guess it could be interpreted that way.
A woman's hair is something that is very, very important to them personally. And honestly, like within the Black community, like hair is a woman's hair, especially. It's like it's a crazy, wild industry. And there's a lot of, because the texture of Black hair, number one, is different. So they use different products. They treat their hair differently. So within the Black community, like hair is a bit more sacred than one. Right. You know what I mean? So I think that's one deeper aspect of things that people may not realize. It's funny also because Chris Rock did a documentary years ago
about hair,
about Black women's hair,
yeah,
about specifically the Black woman's hair industry.
His daughter or something was like, I don't like my hair. Like my hair doesn't look good.
Yeah.
And what her reference to good was all the stuff she saw in the media.
White woman's
and
hair.
it was maybe the white women's hair. And he was like, oh, honey, like your hair is different. You know, he was trying to explain it to her. So,
and it was a good documentary. I saw it. It was pretty amazing. So I think that's one layer because like apparently, like I didn't watch the Oscars, but I'm assuming when some other jokes were made, Jada laughed. But you specifically saw, I remember seeing this clip where Chris made that joke about G.I. Jane, and Jada was like, right? And then Will was kind of laughing, but I think Will probably saw Jada, saw how upset she was, got too fucking emotional because there's really no excuse for doing that. It's kind of sad, honestly, how emotional he got to go up and slap a dude for making a joke. The job of a comedian is to make jokes at people. You know what I mean? So it's like, how are you going to go up and slap a man across the face for doing his fucking job, even it was at the expense of your wife, but he's doing it to everybody.
Right. Yeah, that's what he's supposed to do. Like exactly what you just said. That's what he's getting paid to be up there, be entertaining. And
that's what the host does. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I've seen the comments, they're like, oh, Will thought it was funny until he got the death stare from Jada. And I mean, when somebody catches
Will's being cucked, bro.
Right. But when somebody catches you off guard, you get embarrassed, and sometimes the natural reaction is just to like start laughing because you don't know what the fuck else to do. Like he currently didn't have a microphone at that time. He's not going to be able to talk back. Like, and obviously the setting and everything. But you're right. Yeah, he got extremely way too emotional.
It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
It is sad in a way of like what's going on in his life that he felt that he needed to defend that much, and like. So let's just say he lets it slide. Like how worse off is his wife today? Like it doesn't seem like she'd be worse off. I mean, I'm trying to think of put myself in a situation, and if somebody made reference to my wife, especially somebody that I knew, which obviously these two guys know each other really, probably know each other really well. If something was said that was upsetting, I would say, oh shit, I'm talking to him about that.
Right.
When he comes off the stage and when I have an opportunity later tonight, I'm going to have a conversation. I wouldn't be like, pissed and like mad and stuff. I would say, hey dude, like what you said was out of bounds. I'm really disappointed that you said that. Like, why did you say that? And try to get some sort of, conversation going about it. And then they, hopefully the person that said that says whatever about your wife. Hopefully they're like, hey man, dude, you know me. I was just up there clowning. I was trying to fuck around. I don't know, man. Maybe it was in bad taste. Sorry. That's the end of it. It's over with.
Yeah. It's really weird because we were talking about this in the gym, man. If you are, the Smiths are kind of like the Kardashians. Like
your life out there.
Shit's really out there. I mean, the Red Table Talk that Jada puts on, like when they went in on about August Alsina and their open relationship, and then
was he the entanglement?
August Alsina was the young entanglement.
Got it.
Yeah. And then you get the crying Will face from the Red Table Talk. Like at this point, man, if y'all are putting all your shit out there, I'm surprised that you're not used to taking jokes. Maybe the guy was just like he was taking it, and then it was Oscars night, and then it was just one joke too many.
Yeah. I don't know their relationship, but maybe he was just like, fuck man, I'm getting it from literally everybody else. I shouldn't be getting it from a friend or whatever. Like again, I don't know if they even like each other, but I'm just saying, I'm coming up with excuses for Will because I like him. But
I'll see if there's anything we can learn. Just don't be as a dude. Anybody, just don't be as emotional as Will. I don't think it'd be pretty hard for me to find a situation where I would have to go up and lay my hands on a person. I mean, there are certain things people could say to try to get under my skin, even about family. But I think I honestly think you're weaker if you feel the need to go do that. Like you would want to, but it takes a level of strength to hold your back from getting physical, no matter what anybody says about you or people close to you. Some people think, oh yeah, you can't let somebody talk about my mama, beat their ass or whatever. Nah, hold yourself back. It's like, have some self-fucking control. And this was really sad.
Yeah, I actually usually think that one of the coolest characteristics about a man is to hold yourself back, is to have the knowledge and the power to be able to very, very obviously be able to dominate a situation or get yourself out of a situation with force or your power in society, and you choose not to do that.